All right, welcome back to the Bako Motorsports Power Hour. I am unusually dressed today. I have many hats I wear here at the Bakersfield, California, and I had to wear the other hat today.
I'm going to button my top button.
Yeah, top button up. Everyone needs to button up here.
I should have worn my suit.
It won't allow me to do it. It just won't allow me to do that.
It always seems so strange to me when I watch I've been watching the NASCAR stuff here, and you got like Brad Daugherty doing.
Yeah, it's
stuff.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah. I mean, he's a gigantic person.
6'10", 6'11".
Oh, I think he's 7. I think he's 7 foot.
He might be a 7-footer.
Yeah. But he loves that sport, though.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
He's been in it for a long time.
Yeah.
Even back in his playing days.
Yeah, and he's commanding. He's got a suit on and everything. But I wonder if that's really what he would want to wear, though. You know, when you're talking about motorsports, do you want to wear a shirt and tie?
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay.
You got to be professional broadcasters.
That's right.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, come
All
on.
right. They don't. Do you think they would have the gear on? You know, like the whole shirt.
Raise your game.
All right.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. Steve Hughes
Now
here.
that we've discussed your attire.
I had to qualify it today.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Well, you know, sometimes.
Well, what do you got going on? You guys doing a little bit of a break here right now?
Yeah, we're enjoying our summer break, but we're itching to get back onto the racetrack, and that'll happen on Saturday,
I feel like
August
the universe
15th.
is out of sorts here because we're like we have nothing to talk about. Well, we do have something.
That's
to talk
not
about.
true. We've got lots to talk about.
Let's talk about points.
Okay.
What do you got going on? What's going on in the?
Well, I got the stack of points right here, all 22 divisions that we run out there at Kern County Raceway. I've got the updated points. I don't know if it's that many, but it's a lot of them.
Where's the tightest battle right now?
The tightest battle is definitely, there's 3 divisions. Well, 4. Let me just correct myself. Late model division is very tight. Spec mods, very tight. Our legends, very tight and growing tighter. And then super stocks are got a tight points battle going into the end of the season. So
the super stocks. So originally, wasn't there a bigger separation? And it's kind of tightened up in the last few weeks.
Yeah, let me just get there.
Okay.
I brought paperwork so I don't
Right.
sound like an idiot, which is very easy for me to do.
But you guys are back to racing on the 15th, right?
Yes, Eyewitness News Night at the races. They kind of they're our summertime sponsor there,
Right.
so we're excited to have them back out there. Johnny Bedingfield leads Perrin Kutstra by 8 points, which is only 4 positions on the racetrack. So that's a very tight points battle. Michael Nix is there, but he's back 50 points. So it's going to be a 2-man show to see who can get crowned the NASCAR champion at Kern County Raceway.
And that's not you can't think of two more genuinely good people too who like to battle it out too.
Absolutely. And Perrin's got 2 wins on the season.
Yeah.
Of course, Johnny had that string of 4 in a row.
Right.
And his 7 top 5s, which has been matched by Perrin Kutstra, 7 top 5s as well. So 8 points with a couple of races to go. That's pretty tight.
Perrin didn't win a race last year.
He did not.
And he won the points title.
He did.
So, but I mean, now he's ahead of the game a little bit and coming on fast.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
All right.
So Bedingfield, as I've seen some of his Facebook posts, they're trying to get the car faster again. So
interesting.
Yeah, he's really stepped it up. And our late models, looking at our late model point standings, only 10 points separate Eric Richardson and Lance Wilson, who are 1 and 2. Wilson runs in second, and they're the same way in the California State Championship points as well. Eric Richardson is your California State points leader with Lance Wilson in second. Tony McRae is third. And then Trevor Huddleston is in 4th in the California State points.
So that's going to be, Richardson and Wilson is going to be just nonstop, incredible battle.
That's it right there.
Every single weekend.
We've got a couple of 2 and 3 car battles to the end of the season to see who's going to win the NASCAR championship at Kern County Raceway.
Griffith, haven't you commanded them to bring in peaches at some point, or haven't the Richardsons?
No, that's
later.
Fall. Those are fall
Yeah,
peaches.
they do fall.
When did he
peaches.
bring in that whole?
That was
Brian.
That was 6 lugs of peaches.
Yeah.
And now a lug is a box.
Yeah.
In case like a flat.
A flat.
Call them lugs.
They're
That's the old school term.
It was stacked to the top here.
Oh yeah,
it was
absolutely.
incredible.
Yeah, he brought in a whole hand truck with him. I was impressed.
Yeah.
So
Griffith,
we'll have to get Eric in here and see if he can match his cousin.
Okay. I think he's only 3 race wins away from matching Brian's total from last year.
I think so, yeah.
And Brian's he's got a new race car too.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting. Making the debut at Kern County Raceway for the Citgo Lubricants Fall Shootout, DC's RV Center 100 SRL race there.
When is that race going to be? It's in November,
October 17th.
Okay, all right.
October 17th. So a couple of weeks earlier than when we had it last year.
Okay.
It was on Halloween weekend last year. So Friday was Halloween, and then November 1st was the actual race. And there was some little bit of rain going on that time. So
Yeah,
hopefully
that's
weather
right.
weather cooperates with us this year.
That was the
Speaking,
great
Brian will probably
mudstorm.
be in that Pro Late Model race, right?
Sure hoping so.
He gets that car together because I'm sure he wants to get a little.
Definitely
few
wants to
laps
get
on
some
it.
seat time, no doubt. We'll definitely invite him, and it doesn't conflict with any SRL races, so that's a good thing.
So the 15th, we've got the Eyewitness News Night,
Yeah.
and there'll be the late models will be there. And then the 22nd, and then you guys race the 29th then, or are you off for another?
We do race the 29th,
Okay, so
absolutely. Our
three,
next,
3 weekends in a row.
basically, this is our big push to the end. We'll actually have 4 races in a row,
Okay.
and then we'll be off the weekend of September 12th, and then we'll finish out the month of September. And then into October, we'll take the first couple of weeks off. You know, we've got the Kern County Fair there on the 3rd. And then on the 9th and 10th, I believe it's the 30th annual Budweiser Nationals. And we're taking that weekend off for Bakersfield Speedway to have their huge event that weekend.
Now, on Facebook the other day, I'm going to ask a question about points in a minute again, too.
Yeah.
But on Facebook the other day, I saw an interesting post that you guys put up of dirt. Was that for the dirt track, or was that for the motocross track?
I believe I posted yesterday about the motocross track, which is grown. So
Right.
when we first built it, it was a great track, very family friendly, user friendly, but still challenging for the more advanced rider. Now what we've done is we've extended the track. So it was about 1:05 for the real expert riders, and I believe now we're getting it up to about 1:45, 1:50 per lap,
Right.
which is how you want an outdoor motocross track to be. You want it a little longer. And not so super crossy, I guess you would say, and that's what I was posting. There's the section that you saw
Right.
was a great section of rollers that's kind of raised up whoops that go on for about 125 feet. So
Because Mike was talking about in the first
That
segment
should
today.
shake the kidneys.
a little bit.
that hurts the back just thinking about
yeah.
it.
Mike was discussing the fact that we've had so many Kern County riders that went out. Where did they go to again, Mike?
Loretta
Hurricane-
Lynn's.
Loretta Lynn's,
Loretta
yeah.
Lynn's, and I mean, 5-6 riders there, and from about 5 years old on up to Styles Robertson at 13 is the oldest, I think.
Yeah, congratulations to those guys that
Yeah,
got
especially
the wins.
Jet
Ryder
Reynolds
DeFrancisco,
and Jet
another
Reynolds.
championship. Jet Reynolds,
There's
another
3
championship.
championships there, 2
Yeah.
for Jet. So,
Well, that's one thing I've been curious about since you guys put in that.
do those guys
motocross.
ever come out and practice?
That's basically their local training facility for those riders is there on Tuesdays. Of course, they travel to Tulare on other days of the week, but starting September 1st, Kern County Raceway MX will be open Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
Oh, wow. Very
So
nice.
looking forward to
That's important news.
yeah, absolutely.
That's
And
really-
I kind of sprung it here. I
Yeah,
haven't.
I like it.
Yeah, so you'll see some more on Instagram, Facebook, and our Twitter feeds as well.
Because I think
about
that's something that we talked about before, that the riders haven't really any place really to go. Either they have to go into San Bernardino County or other
Tulare,
places, or
Porterville,
wherever. Yeah,
yeah.
I mean that's going to be interesting to see how that thing matures.
And we're really excited about it. There's going to be some big announcements other than just expanding it to the 3 days a week.
Right.
That we're excited about. I can't really tell you about that yet, but that's going to be launched here pretty soon.
Hey, Griff, they're going to have criterium races too for the bicycle.
Yeah,
bicycle thing.
criterium
what?
race
Yeah.
on October 10th and 11th. It's the Jumpstart Classic.
Yeah.
It's going to be there, and that's coming. Some announcements for that will be coming as well.
I think I'm kind of looking forward to just the photographing.
We've got a lot of exciting announcements coming up.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
I really can't speak to, but yeah, this is going to be over the next few weeks. You guys are going to hear about a lot of things.
Legends Road Course.
I can tell you that one of our announcements is going to involve a huge Legends race.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
I
Very
can
nice.
tell you that.
Now, in the Legends class, though, which has kind of become the biggest class, right? I mean, what's going on in the points battle there? Because we had a new winner last week.
Right.
and That Fast Eddie guy is just out of control sometimes. I mean, what else is going on?
Well, Eric Olson actually gained 2 points on
Eric
Fast
Olson's-
Eddie Garoni. So the number 17 car is now only 10 points out of the lead. Colton Page, Tyler Bannister, Garrett Fine, and Braden Rogers make up 4th through, and then Jerry Flippo make up 4th through 7th position. So all young Lions right there, really separated by about 20 points from 4th to 7th. So that's going to be pretty exciting to see how the season finishes for those young guys.
So that's going to be, I mean, and it was kind of the breakthrough for some of the younger guys. They've been all kind of been.
We've been talking about it. One of those 5 or 6 guys was going to break through and get a win for the young Lions. Initially, I thought it was Tyler Bannister when he made the move from kind of the the intermediate setup that he had on his car to the more advanced setup that
Right.
he set 2 quick times in 2 consecutive races, ran up in the top 2. My feeling was that he was going to break through, but Colton Page really did a fantastic job, and with that veteran move going into turn number 3, I'll talk about that for the rest of the season. That was really the move that, you talk about that moment when it makes you a winner in a division. That was that moment.
Is that something that's taught, or is that something he just did naturally?
And I the way he did it and where he did it and going into the turn, and I mean, even Eric Olson posted on his Facebook, here's the video.
Yeah.
Great move. Congratulations, Colton. And it was because if you do it in the middle of the turn,
Right.
That's really not so professional.
Right.
But going into the turn, upsetting the chassis a little bit, and moving them just out of the way. It was the classic bump and run that we've seen for so many years at Bristol Motor Speedway. It was similar to that.
All right, here you go. Big question for you.
Okay.
What's the biggest storyline coming up in the next few weeks? What's the big?
Man, you always put me on the spot.
Love
with
it.
that.
I
Goodness
love it.
gracious. Well, what do you think it is? And then
I think it's the Richardson-Wilson battle. That's what I think.
Okay.
That's my thought.
Knowing what I'll know, I'll go with that. I think we're going to have some stuff going on in the spec mods as well. I think that point chase is going to get a little tighter.
Yeah.
Eric Brust is only 14 points in arrears to Brock Thompson with a few races to go. So really that's only 7 finishing positions on the racetrack. So I think there's going to be some action there as well.
I think the 3 stories that I like out of is this great battle in the late models. The comeback of the year is the spec mod class, and
I'd agree with that.
Which was decimated before one lap was completed.
Yeah.
and the maturity or the maturation of the legends into this really kind of fun and competitive group too has been a lot of fun to talk.
So you're the
about.
guy. I'll leave that to you guys. What are the stories of the year? I'll
I just
leave
like
that to you.
I just like to pick at you, and just
Yeah.
we've got to get out. But give me a plug for your show on KUZZ.
On KUZZ, Steve Hughes in the Motor News, Mondays and Fridays, 7:35 a.m. on KUZZ, Bakersfield's Best Country. Listen in. So on Fridays, basically, it's a preview of what's going on nationally and locally. I have 2 minutes, so I definitely do all of the top 3 NASCAR divisions: Bakersfield Speedway, Kern County Raceway, Auto Club Famoso Raceway. Then I try to fit in outdoor motocross now, and then if we've got anything special going on, K&N. SRL Southwest Tour, things
Right.
like that. I'll drop those in as well. And then on Monday, the results and kind of my commentary on what happened over the weekend.
Very nice. All right.
Yeah.
Steve
Thanks,
Hughes,
man. I
good
appreciate
talking
that.
to you, and we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with Bakersfield Speedway coming up next here on the Bako Motorsports Power Hour.